Okay, we're getting a slow start here. My heater just broke. Yeah, I have a electrical heater that I got for free on Craigslist. It was like somebody was like, "I'm cleaning out my mom's stuff. She passed." Thing. Anyways, that's why they gave it out. It was probably intermittent. I was using it last year, and it stopped working. And then it was cold, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll try that again. I'm trying to find the stuff I use for my stand. I guess we can just do this. Hey, Pat. Good morning. Nice to see you. I gotta get a tripod. Hold on. Well, I titled this video "The Minneapolis Stuff." I don't like what that I don't like what those ladies were doing to the ICE. They were harassing law enforcement. Imagine you're just in a city, minding your own business, and you're like, oh, I see police officers pulling somebody over. Well, most normal person would just keep driving, right? Not these dumbasses. They went and picked a fight with the cops, and then she got her head blown off. She fucked around and found out. Now, of course, I don't think the police should have done that. It's like going to the zoo, and you jump in the cage with the lion, and now you're blaming the lion? Ooh, that's pretty good, Pat. Her partner probably wanted a divorce. She's like, I know what I'll do. I'll just get her killed. I think her partner was telling her to drive or something. The thing is, if you don't like what's happening politically, don't protest. Go to the Federal Election Commission website and run for public office. FEC.gov. That should be your number one idea. Oh, it's so funny how I've been freezing my ass off and my face was cold. I'm like, why is my face so cold? I keep going like this. I got out the scarf because I'm cold right here. And here, like, just my beard is just growing. It's somehow the body knows it's cold outside. Besides, I mean, obviously we feel it's cold, but there's something about being in the cold and then your body triggers more hair growth. It's weird. I've been thinking about my next campaign. What should I do? I really don't have the right answer. I mean, I can run for president, and we got, well, 3 more years. Should I spend 3 years running for Senate, 3 years running for Congress, or 3 years running for president? 3 years running for governor. Or I have just 1 year to run for governor. I guess that's what I should do, is just focus on running for governor. I'm also curious, during the midterm elections, what public offices are available. Congress, Senate, stuff like that. I knew this guy, his name's Dave McClure, and he became a wealthy venture capital, and he was the guy who invited me into PayPal, and I was famous with PayPal at the time. Not in PayPal. I was building tools to help people put PayPal on their website. And then PayPal hired me to build their video education tools. It paid me $4,000, which was really good back then. I'm very grateful. Dave McClure, what was the point? Darn it, I had a point and it slipped my mind. Oh, 500 hats. I thought about 500 candidates. I think Dave is still at the same place. He's stuff. I don't know, he's multimillionaire. He gave 800 people, 800 startups money, anywhere from 100,000 to 500,000. So he must be doing something. He didn't give me any money, and he kind of sabotaged my tastier business. But you know what? That's life, man. Like, you can't handle it failing. 9 out of 10 businesses fail, and you might not be that special. You might actually not be good at business. Oh, speaking of business, I might open a bodega. A bodega is just a liquor store or any little shop. It occurred to me, next to my post office are 3 empty buildings that are all the same building. No, the post office is 1 of 4 units, and there are 3 empty units. And I'm going to try to find out who owns those units and see if I can rent it. Pat says the secret is finding businesses people need. That's right. Well, we need food. We need cold drinks in the summer. That's really all we need. Cold drinks in the summer. I know I could make it with a bodega. I could get somebody to make sandwiches and sell them. I don't make them, but they bring them and then I sell them. Yeah, it's actually, I can't believe, I don't know why I didn't think of this. Here I am, 4 years and 3 months into this, and it just occurred to me I could open a bodega in one of those units. Yeah, Wayne's Liquor and Bait. Oh, that's a funny, I like that. Have some bass, some fishing poles, have a big logo, the bass jumping in there. Wayne's Liquor and Bait. A guy fishing with bass on the hook. Picture of me smiling. My hearing's a little off in this ear. I'm just not sure. Trump's been pretty crazy lately. He seems to do one crazy thing a week. So today is the 8th day since, it's been a 7 full days since he kidnapped the leader of Venezuela. I mean, I like what he's doing on a personal level. He's taken away the easy oil from Venezuela to sell to China and Russia. Yeah. It's all about, I think, my theory is that we just want to control the world's productivity output via oil. Oil, gasoline, and diesel power machines that make things. And as long as America can control the output of things via oil, we control the world. Bait shop in the desert. You could expand the idea to other remote areas away from water sources. Yeah. I most likely would just hire people to work the bodega after it was, like financially successful. The bodega idea only works for a small period of time because somebody just bought that whole property and they're going to put in a truck stop. Allegedly. Look how bald I am. There's a KERS. Let me show you this balding thing called KIIERR. KERS laser cap. This is what they look like. So this here comes in 3 power sizes, and the most expensive is oh, hold on. We got a photo. It's like $1,200. This is like $1,200 maybe. And I got a diagram here. 302 laser diodes. New Mexico warns Wayne's Liquor and Polar Bear Museum. Strip club. If there's a truck stop open, if there's a truck stop, open a laundromat. Truck stop laundry machines are expensive. Big easy profit. That's a good idea, Pat. Well, I like the idea that truckers have money. They're a captive audience. They're away from home, and they need things. They need food, mostly. Maybe some rest, but they got their own bedroom, the sleeping cab. Wayne's House of Cans. Now we're talking. I could see owning a titty bar. Imagine a titty bar. How great. Boobies everywhere. Just never grow up. I just like tits. What's your secret to success? Well, I just followed my guts. And what would that be? I like boobs. Oh, Dan Bongiano? Somebody said he might be worth $240 million. Yeah. How about a topless coffee house? Tits and coffee. Let's do some mock-ups right now at Grok. The world's first topless coffee house. All employees are topless, male and female. Patrons don't have to be topless, but if you're a customer and you want a coffee and you want to be topless in public, you can. At Tits and Coffee. This idea is rap. This is let's create an image. All right, let's just do this live. Let's just Let me try to share this experience with you as much as possible. Create image of a idea I have where I sell coffee and nudity. My business is BUSIN is a retail coffee and nudity called Tits and Coffee. Make an image, please. All right, Grok's going to work here. Oh, Tits and Coffee is already looking great. Oh, coffee and, okay. Show coffee in cans since 2026. Adults only. Oh, holy shit. That looks great. Coffee in cans? Oh, Pat. We are on to something here. Oh my God. Coffee in cans. Wait, hold on. What is this? They sell coffee in a can? No. The city wouldn't allow them to call it coffee and tits. So they call it coffee in cans. Oh. We just did some serious creativity there. Oh my God, coffee in cans. I've been drinking a lot lately. I think starting around December 20th, right before Christmas. It's kind of normal for people to just be drunk the last part of December. I've been kind of out of ideas. I haven't had a lot of ideas lately. Sadly, my enthusiasm has dropped for some of my ideas. One of such as my beauty contest. I think it's because I have to build it, and that means I have to get organized, and I have to do vibe coding, and I got to clean up my space here. But that's okay. It's baby steps. The laundry or liquor store would make a fortune. Yes. Laundromats, well, there's the obvious cost is the power and the water. That can be expensive. I use a laundromat, and they make you get this like credit card from a big panel, and then you put money on the card, and then you put the card in the machine. So there's no money in the machines. The machines are all digital, and all the money is in this like ATM vault thing. Yeah. Place was humming. Place was just full of people doing their laundry. It looked like some of them were doing it as a business too. Like they pick up people's laundry and they take it there and do it. I saw some laundry robots. All right, I'm going to change this. Hold on, back to this coffee in cans. I changed my mind. Call it coffee and titty. Let's see if this works. Come on, baby. Let's get that on the front. Oh, this is going to look good. Oh, yeah. Coffee and titties. Now we're talking. Oh, I kind of like this font more. It's like a Helvetica font. It's 64 in here. I'm kind of a little chilly, but I can always put on more clothes. Trump is wearing me out. Okay, let's talk about Greenland. I don't think I've ever shared this. I had the thought last summer, but when they started talking about Greenland, maybe if there's global warming, America becomes inhospitable, America floods, and we need a place to go because there's displaced people, and the next best opportunity is a better weather zone, Greenland. If global warming continues, today's mild temperatures will be tomorrow's heat wave kind of place. Like places like where I live might not be able to live here. Like how I even live here now. I think where I'm living is some of the worst heat in the world. The only places that seem worse are Saudi Arabia and Iran. And it's only going to get worse for them, and it's only going to get worse for places like where I'm at if global warming keeps going up. Or maybe there's a global cataclysm, and let's say that's the North Pole, and the North Pole does this, and now it's at the equator, and America's here, but then America's at the North Pole. Maybe America turns into what Greenland looks like today, and then Greenland becomes lush like America. I want to talk about Trump hiring bimbos. He seems to hire a lot of bimbos. I didn't know that Dan Bongiovi was a Fox News host. He also used to be Secret Service. Did you see him doing his karate stuff? It looked like he was on drugs. He's all skinny and wiry and full of energy. I don't know. He's a stud. Well, that's good. He definitely upset a lot of people. He made a lot of promises and delivered no action, no results. He let people down. Think about Europe. America is about as, what, twice as big as Western Europe? Or 2/3 as large as Western Europe? Okay, number one. Number two, how many presidents does Western Europe have? Let's say 20 nations, so they got 20 presidents. Well, shouldn't America have 20 presidents for the same size? Like, yeah, let's find out how many leaders there are per square foot in Europe. How many nations in Europe? Let's ask Grok. Western Europe. How many nations? If you think classic Western Europe, around 7 to 9 nations. A king? I don't want a king. I want a king doesn't follow laws. The king makes the rules. I don't like that. I want to be part of a commune. Well, community is a commune, and that's where they get communism. So I want to be part of a group of people who vote on things. I'm not always going to be right, but I want to feel like I'm part of the process. It doesn't feel that way now. You know, they got the Trump derangement syndrome. Well, somebody mad at Trump is cross-eyed with anger about the government or about political leadership. But really, I mean, I've got anger at not a politician, but the whole government itself, the way everything's working. It seems really dysfunctional. And maybe I just need to let that go. Like, you don't hear me bitching about the California DMV that much. But I think it's a fucked up organization. It should go out of business. It's not a business. It's a regulatory kind of thing. There's all kinds of parts of the government I don't approve of, but I don't talk about it. It doesn't bother me. So maybe I should just ignore it and try to live my best life. That makes sense. That sounds logical. Antolia, I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, Pat. All right, let me open Politically Incorrect and see if there's any big news stories I should try to talk about. I had to light some matches. I had the burning plastic smell in here. It turned profit into a business. Solo dining boom. Whoa, look at this. They're in Korea. Damn. They got a computer monitor and a TV. Shit, they could be there for hours. That's a decent idea. All right. Oh, it's Iran. I have no idea what Trump's doing with Iran right now, but he's going to give Netanyahu what he wants, most likely. Oh, here's one about Ken Starmer, the Prime Minister of... Well, I can just show you. I'm trying to read this here. Breaking, it is reported that Keir Starmer, along with the rest of NATO, are ready to send troops to Greenland to fight against the U.S. forces. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I fucking support that. Let's fight Europe, and when Europe loses, we take over Europe and it becomes part of the United States. Our army is 10 times larger than anybody else in the whole world. Everybody else is at 10% and we're at 100. I mean, China's doing a lot to build ships and stuff. We kissed Syria's ass last night. Yeah, why are we even... Well, it's why don't we just say why don't we support Greater Israel now? I mean, I was trying to do that in the summer, saying, why doesn't Israel try to purchase the land from Syria, Jordan, Lebanon, that whole region, Saudi Arabia, bring them in as a partnership. It's a regional peace pact called Greater Israel, and offer them securities and guarantees, which they won't keep. I mean, we won't know that till they do it, and then they break their rules, but... Lindsey Graham, I will move to expedite the end of U.S. aid to Israel. Huh. Iranian protesters set a mosque on fire? Why would they do that? That's agent provocateurs. Here's one about a mystery weapon. It says the United States used a powerful mystery weapon that brought Venezuela soldiers to their knees during Maduro raid. And apparently the guys were, I think it's the LRAD, and some people were bleeding from their nose. That's concerning. Damn. This is what scares me. This. Look at that. There should be a law that if you get a nose job, you have to tell somebody before you marry him. Like, imagine how many people get married thinking, oh, she's the cutest girl. We'll have the cutest babies. And your kid comes out with a big old nose. Breaking, only 9% of ICE arrests get deported. Well, I talked about this last summer. Like, at a minimum, it should cost $10,000 to deport these people after all the court expenses. We should just give them 10 grand to leave. We're going to spend 10 grand anyways, so 10 grand, and it takes them 1 or 2 years in court, or 10 grand and they're gone tomorrow. And give people a tattoo on their body somewhere, like on their neck, like under the hairline, and that if they return to America, execution. We paid you 10 grand to leave. You came back, execution. I mean, if we're such a rich and prosperous nation, we can find a way to give these people jobs, but that's not how they're looking at it. These child daycare places, that seems to be some huge grift. Pat, maybe you should be opening child daycare centers. Government funded? I mean, everybody needs a haircut. However, single moms and dads need childcare. This is kind of controversial. This is like some retail store, and obviously dump him. They're encouraging women to dump their men. Like, who made that decision? Like, yeah, we done some research. Bunch of single women who hate men. What do they want to buy? Wayne, what's your idea? How about a shirt that says dump them? Oh, that's fucking genius. Let's do it. There's a lot of thought that goes into a product that makes it to the store shelf. Ross was on Grindr? Who's Ross? I saw some Grindr thing. Oh, interesting. Some airplanes. Look at the wings on this black one. They're going forward. I think that's been around for a while. Russians leave these beautiful machines to rot. Well, those are very expensive machines. I mean, they're weapons. They're not Ferraris. They're weapons. Oh, what a nice guy. This old man saved a bunch of kids from the Nazis. Ice cream truck. That might be a money maker. Maybe. I mean, that would be the perfect business here in the desert. Well, it's Palm Springs. See these old people come out of their house to buy an ice cream? No. Here's a picture of Peppy fishing. More fishing people. I need to do some fishing. I got 2 or 3 fishing poles, I think. I got for free last summer, which I'm happy about. I feel so sorry for Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert. He's going through, well, he might have, terminal cancer or something. Hold on a sec, my internet. Okay, my internet's back. Well, I hope we take Greenland. I do. I think the middle of Greenland is a lake. It's a valley from the topography. Let's do a Google search. Topography of Greenland. Yeah, right. The center of Greenland. Oh my God, look at that. And they're saying it's a lake right here. That's a lake. Well, I'll tell you what. Like here, those mountains should be full of gold. Anytime you have the crust being pushed up from the earth, definitely some gold going on. So if the water melts, then ocean levels would rise. I wonder how thick the ice is on Greenland. I think that's it for my broadcast. You entertained me this morning, Pat. Thank you. Good luck to you on your different projects. I'm going to say thanks again for those gifts you gave me last year. Or was it the year before? The blankets? I use them. They're keeping me warm. All right, friends, I'm going to hang this up. Maybe I'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.